Eddie Paper was a lot shorter than most of his friends. Compared to Eddie, they seemed gigantic. Where his friends were fat and squishy, Eddie was as thin as, well, paper. This allowed him to do one of his best tricks. When Eddie Paper turned to the side, he practically disappeared. Eddie had a habit of getting into trouble. One day his mom left him to look at the fish tank. When she came back to check on him, he had jumped in for a swim. Eddie could often be found stomping through the potted plants, pretending he was on a jungle adventure. After a nice long day in the jungle, Eddie always liked to relax in a beautiful bath full of chocolate chips. They were the perfect shape to give him a nice back and foot massage. If you've never felt the calming sensation of fresh chocolate chips between your toes, you don't know what you're missing. Eddie Paper's favorite place to stand was on the windowsill. He would look at the world outside and imagine all of the wonderful adventures he would have someday. For today's adventure, Eddie was going grocery shopping with his good friend Ivy. Across the store, Ivy spotted some bright yellow bananas and zoomed her cart through the aisles to get to them. Carefully, she placed several into her cart next to Eddie Paper. Eddie had promised that if Ivy took him to the grocery store, he would make her his super famous, extra delicious, everything flavored soup. Ivy excitedly agreed because Eddie Paper was known to be one of the best chefs in the world. This was funny because since Eddie was made out of paper, he didn't really need to eat any food. Eddie and Ivy were both on the lookout for his super secret soup ingredient, cilantro. Ivy said she'd keep an eye out for little green leaves that made everything Eddie cooked taste so yummy. Aha! Past all the lettuce and carrots and cucumbers, Ivy spotted a beautiful bunch of cilantro goodness. "Oh, Eddie," she called and rushed to stuff it in her produce bag. Eddie watched her excitedly. He couldn't wait to get all this great food home for dinner. He was so excited to make a soup that had so much green in it.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my, look like the boy too shy, ain't gonna kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, ain't that sad, ain't it a shame, too bad, he gonna miss.
Oh no! Ivy lifted Eddie Paper onto the counter like he was just another piece of fruit. What would happen to poor Eddie? Well, he didn't stay down for long. Eddie decided that while he was up on the counter, he might as well help the cashier with her job. So he walked over to help out. But oh no! She picked him up, scanned him, and plopped him in a grocery bag. Ivy would have to save him quick, or he wouldn't be able to go on the big horsey ride outside. She was so big and strong, I bet she could do it.
It's electric!
You can't see it.
It's electric!
You gotta feel it.
It's electric!
Ooh, it's
And Ivy and Eddie Paper rode off into the sunset, ready for another day and another great adventure.
Here, there, and everywhere. I've got to move. I'm going on a party ride. I've got to groove, groove, groove. And from this music I just can't hide. Are you coming with me? Come, let me take you on a party ride. And I'll teach you, teach you, teach you. I'll teach you